Before we continue, would you mind subscribing to this channel? We've been doing lots of work, engaging with lots of brands and bringing you the best of everything that's available in the market. We cannot otherwise without your support. We need your support to continue to engage with brands and bring the latest and greatest in tech. Additionally, why we ask for your support is because we specifically ask for discounts for our viewers, and they will all be exclusive discounts through MyNextBest. So all we ask is to continue to support the channel. This family needs to grow bigger, so we're stronger, better together. So we work with the brands to bring bigger and better discounts for you guys. Thank you so much if you've subscribed. Let's continue. What's up guys, you're watching MyNextBest, and look what do we have here. We've got the aosu IndoorCam P1. This is the only camera I suppose we haven't reviewed in the recent times, but here we have the P1 as well. That's kind of the entry model for your indoor baby monitor type camera. And we've got that to be reviewed today on this video. So please stay tuned till the end. And before we start, just for you to remember or be reminded that anything and everything you buy from aosu, you get a flat 15% off using the code MyNextBest. It saved lots of people a lot of money. And we know that for a fact in the last 1 year, lots of people have bought from aosu using the code MyNextBest, and you've saved a lot of money. We are aware of that. Any new potential buyers should certainly avail this discount. aosu are releasing some really niche high-end tech products. Their app's like so upgraded now. It uses so many different features that none of the home surveillance systems that are like the most expensive ones are not even close to. We in fact spoke to aosu quite recently, and we were so impressed by the team, the motivation. The team's like so ready to bring innovation to their products. Security is at the heart of the company from what we've heard. So certainly it seems to be very, very satisfying, and which is why we're here to recommend aosu yet again. And over Eufy for sure, Eufy and Anchor teams, certainly we are still very much close to aosu, and we think really, as opposed to Eufy, aosu are still doing a wonderful job. Much better than any other, even rings or the Arlos. They are so much more better, and they've got a variety of different cameras, and they are being sold, really being sold. They've gone viral. They are sold in loads, in quantities. From what we've learned, security is at the heart of the company, and they do anything and everything for the security of the end customers. All right, so enough of me talking. Let me just quickly go on to this review. So IndoorCam P1, that's the box. And if you remember, we have reviewed in the past the IndoorCam P1 Pro. So the two together, the boxes are pretty much intact, pretty much similar. And the pictures are in fact the same as well. You might want to ask, what's the difference? So let's quickly have a look at the spec, right? So they have the spec at the back, which looks very much similar, very much similar. Do you see that? It's very, very much similar. Nothing different, nothing changing. So what's the difference? One of the best ways to find out the difference is heading straight to Gemini. So we asked the question to Gemini, what's the difference between aosu IndoorCam P1 and aosu IndoorCam P1 Pro? So what it says is the resolution in essence. It says is that the Pro version prioritizes higher image quality and adds small user interface enhancements. While deciding between the two, consider if the increased resolution and the one-touch calling feature justifies the likely increase in cost. The thing here is it's the resolution specifically, in my opinion. If you see here, 4 megapixel resolution versus the 2K resolution. So there are still 2K cameras, but this one, the P1 Pro boasts 4 megapixel resolution, which is like higher picture quality, a better picture quality in comparison to the 2K. But really, I'm going to add another but here. Using the P1 Pro or the P1 or any cameras from aosu, the speed at which the camera gives you the footage is remarkable. It's really fast. It's much faster than Eufy's and the E cameras on the Arlos or the doorbells, rings and stuff of the world. They are indeed really, really fast. So the P1 Pro has of course already been reviewed, so we're going to keep it away. So it's the day for the IndoorCam P1, right? So here's the box. This is the 2K resolution, of course, as we've just talked about. IndoorCam P1, pan and tilt, works with Alexa, works with Hey Google or Google Home. And on the side you've got the QR code to download aosu app. It's available on Google Play and App Store. And all the specifications, the address, made in China, and information to contact aosu if you need any help. And there's the email as well, support@aosulife.com. There's the website as well, www.aosulife.com. That's where you go. Head straight on to this website, select everything that you'd like to buy, put them in your cart, and then at checkout, use the code MyNextBest. That would give you a flat 20% discount. All right, so other than that, there's the UK representation, there's the EC representation, CEFC, ORHS certified, and some recycling information. There's also the serial number over here, and the model, the color, white, and the plug. That sort of information over here. Oh, it's the US plug, is it? Oh, this is the US plug. And if I wanted to have a look at this box here, on here it doesn't say anything about the plug. So right, so this may be a US plug. Let's quickly have a check on whether we've got the US plug or the UK plug. Okay, it may be possible that this is a US plug, but let's quickly have a look and we'll find out. Sorry. Yep, it is a US plug in fact. It's indeed the US plug. Okay. But it's so small, look at that. Very, very small. The smallest plug I've seen. 5 volts, 1 amps is what it says on here. And 0.2 amperes max. That's your plug. And here's your camera. Right inside of the box. Nothing else in here. Let's get rid of everything else. But we would still need this box because it's got some accessories and our favorite user guide. To mount the camera on the wall, this is kind of the setup that you need. Notice FCC statement. This is the US model. Type-C cable, which is here. And then you've got the P1 mounting plate, mounting screw, user manual, status LED, calling button and stuff over here, speaker, sync button, SD card slot, power input and stuff. Solid green, yeah, all that sort of information is mentioned. You can of course mount it onto your ceiling, and some ways to drill. So yeah, all the standard stuff here, right? And some more in different languages. I don't know what else. Yeah, I think it's just one other language. I don't know if it's Italian or German. Yeah, and then there's the social media handles, Facebook at aosu life, Twitter at aosu life, and YouTube is also at aosu life. Email address and stuff that we've just about talked. So I'll just get rid of this. Now we've got the Type-C, of course, pretty much standard. I think it's about 1.5 to 2 meters. That's the USB. And this is your mounting plate that goes onto the wall. And then you can install it based on your setup. Goes in these brackets. And then you turn it around. Once you've connected it, of course, you turn it around. Let me just quickly demonstrate that. So this goes in the mounting bracket, and then you just go to twist. It's well, it needs to be okay. So I'm gonna give it a little turn and try and lock it into place. Yeah, I think that's locked. Yep. Is it? Okay. So you need to lock this into place. Once you've done that, that's going to be locked. You need to focus on this specific pointer that attaches to this little thing there, and then it's locked. Yeah, that's it. So that's your wall mounting bracket, so, and your charger and some drill holes. Get rid of that. And here's your camera.
So pretty similar structure that we have. SD card slot, call button, Type-C port, sync button over here, and it's the serial number and stuff mentioned on the bottom. And here's your camera. That's your camera. Okay, so let's turn it on, right? And by the way, this is the P1 Pro with the SD card inside. Here's your P1 Pro next to the P1. They look identical, don't they? This is just looking newer, of course, it is new. But yeah, they're very much identical. That's your P1 Pro, yeah, okay. All right, let's turn it on, and yeah, I might have to sort of move it elsewhere because we have, and by the way, this is the UK charger that came with the P1 Pro with the cable, Type-C cable, of course. 5 volts, 1 amps, pretty much the same spec. And yeah, in comparison, you've got the US charger, which is this one, which is really small, like really, really small. If you get them against each other, the UK charger is slightly thick and big. Actually also thick, yeah, it's also like, it just protrudes outwards as well, a little bit. But you've got the big lip on the front in the UK charger, which is quite massive. But yeah, right, so let me connect this to the power source and let's get it up and running. Okay, so now it's connected, and I'm gonna have to keep it like this because I just don't have enough cable. But the cable is quite long, it's about 2 meters in fact. It's not 1.5. And now let's set this guy up. So we've got the aosu app already. If you don't have, you obviously have to create an account and stuff. But after you've done that, you just simply need to scan the QR code. So ready to scan. So you've got the QR code over here. So the button, QR code's right, being scanned. Now it goes on to selection of the Wi-Fi credentials and stuff, which we'd have done. Turn on the device, continue, and let me just turn it in my direction, of course, isn't it? Because what does it? Yeah, it does this from the bottom. Okay. Right. So continue. Now I need to scan the QR code, which you see here. The QR code that you see here needs to be scanned.
The camera is connecting to your Wi-Fi network. It may take a moment. Please wait for a while.
So it's now connecting to the Wi-Fi network, which you've seen on the previous screen.
Settings successfully.
It's all done, already ready to go. I'm going to quickly click on to the next screen, and there's free trial to the cloud storage, which is available for 7 days, I suppose. Let's skip it for now and then continue. Name the device, we'll skip it. Recording mode, skip, skip, skip. It's all done now, and here you get the advert to upgrade to cloud storage. And when you click on the IndoorCam, it should all be ready. Yeah, it's pointing at the other IndoorCam. And now if I turn it around, and we can look at our setup, of course, which looks pretty nice and slick. Here's the phone that I'm obviously using to show you this app. And if you wanted to see my face, is right here. And if I wanted to go downwards a little bit, just to give you a better view of my face, which is right here. But yeah, yes, there's the Ultra HD and SD, so you can swap between the two modes. And let's go somewhere else, right? Let's go back to the, well, yeah, let's look at this view. This is a pretty decent view, and it's pointed upwards at the flowers. And now if I switch to the SD card, you get like slightly distorted images. And if you click on the Ultra HD mode, it becomes like a lot sharper. So yeah, that's primarily the difference. So look at that, this is quite sharp. And now if you click on the Ultra HD mode, it becomes very distorted. But obviously it's going to be faster, like in terms of the resolution and stuff, it's going to be a lot faster. But But yeah, that's the IndoorCam P1 aosu. I don't think there's much else to talk about here. Okay. So what's happened here? It stopped working on, did it? Let's go back. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so it's loading. Okay, let's go back and then click back on. The network seems to be slow. Okay, so yeah, we're back online. And it can, of course, do pan, tilt and zoom, which is one of the other features of this camera. So, one of the other things I wanted to show you is the reply option.
I'm in a meeting. I'll talk to you later.
So you've got some predefined messages that it just plays when you click on it. But doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Maybe it's just looking for an update or upgrade or that kind of stuff. There's a tone, uncle, tone type thingy. Failed to send. Yeah, so there's some...
I can't answer right now. I will get back to you later, okay? I'm on my way back. I can't answer right now. I will get back to you later, okay?
Right.
I'm in a meeting. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, so everything just comes up. Yeah, it's a bit slow. I think the network is a problem at the moment. So I'm just slightly away from the primary network, which is why you're seeing some delays. But you can talk on here. Testing. It's going to be the echo, of course. The microphone's so close to the camera. There's also the tracking that you can set up, and then it will start to track movements. So my movements are going to be tracked. So if I turn on this side, on here, so it does of course track, which is pretty cool. And when you stop tracking, it just goes back to that old position where you had this guy previously. So tracking, there's more. So calibration and cruise is also supported. That's your live. This is your playback. So stuff that's stored locally is going to be here once you've inserted the memory card, and stuff that you have on the cloud. If you've taken a cloud subscription, then that would be over here. Right, so yeah, it's going to be quite detailed. Preserve crucial events. It does obviously tag individuals as well and give you more information and more customizable information. This is your app, of course. The multicam setup can have 4 cameras at the most. There's very limited cameras currently in use. But yeah, there's this option here, smart security. You can do a one-tap execution of things like away mode, home mode, turn off devices, turn on devices. As you can see, there's 9 devices currently on the network. And if you go on to the settings, you get the camera turned on and turn off option. So if you turn it off, the thing goes in. So it gives you hardware-based protection, like a sense of security there. So it's gone, so the camera isn't there anymore. So it's gone inside, which is pretty cool, pretty slick. And you also do have an option to schedule the turning on. So if there is a period during the night, for example, if you want your kids to be sleeping in the bed and you want to make sure that you are sort of monitoring them during that time, but not in the day, then that could be done as well using the scheduling of the turning on and off. Then there is the motion detection, auto cruise, share device, notification settings, night vision options. So either turn on or turn off night vision. If you've got lit up environments, then certainly night vision is not going to make much sense. But if you've got dark rooms, then the night vision is going to give you really clear and crisp video footage. Cloud recording, local recording, video audio, which can be adjusted as well, 2K and smooth mode. Then there is the LED status light, family wire camera, about device, time settings, firmware updates. Is there any new firmware? No. 1.8.7 is the latest firmware. Quick start, installation, image mirror. So depending on your installation, if you've got this camera installed upside down, then you can do a bit of a flip to give you the right orientation of the image. Reconnect Wi-Fi, so you can use your Wi-Fi network to connect back onto this device. It does remember your Wi-Fi network, which is pretty slick, pretty cool. Just as what Amazon does, really. Other than that, what else do we have here? We have other settings, which are essentially saving events as snapshots. So you get snapshots as your notification rather than event as a notification as a message. So rather than message, you do get a snapshot or a snap of your event. That's particularly helpful when you are traveling or doing your stuff and this camera is monitoring in the background. To give you a snapshot is pretty slick. You don't have to open the app and you know what's going on, right? So that's the advantage there. Other than that, there's the option to restart the device, which you can do right away, or remove the device, which we wouldn't recommend unless you do certainly want to remove the device. So yeah, that's all the settings that you get with this specific item. Privacy mode on, camera sleeping. If you wake it up, click on it and you would see this guy coming back into action. So now it's on, and if you click on this guy here, it's up and running in Ultra HD mode. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. This is the IndoorCam P1. Here's your IndoorCam P1 Pro. Both the cameras in the frame right here. This is the 2K resolution, 2 megapixel, I suppose, maybe, but this is the 4 megapixel resolution. So again, 2K resolution, pretty much, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you've got any questions or queries, please let us know. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to MyNextBest. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers. Bye.